first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hello, guys. My name is Brian.
And I'm Alec, and welcome to Meet the Mazelins.
All right. We're a little nervous if you guys can't tell.
All right, so some of you might know us from Instagram at Meet the Mazelins, but we've decided to join the YouTube family. So this is our Get to Know You tag.
So initially, the reason for our Instagram page was just to have friends and family that couldn't be at the actual wedding informed and to make them feel a part of the process. And from there, it kind of grew into something a lot more than what we anticipated it to be.
Yeah, because the page was private originally, and then it started coming up in friends suggested feed.
Sorry, we're doing laundry. That's the last one. Sorry, guys.
So it started coming up in people's suggested feed, and we started getting quite a bit of follows from people that we didn't expect. And pretty soon after, we made the page public. We've had a lot of people following our journey on Instagram, so we said, yeah, let's bring it over to YouTube so you guys can get to know us a little bit better and extend the family.
Yes. So we are not avid YouTubers.
You can probably tell.
We're a little nervous. This is our first video, so now we're going to get into the questions. We actually did a Q&A on Instagram, and you guys really lit our inbox up.
It was like 100 questions.
Yeah, we had way more questions than we thought we would even get. So we decided to create a video with the Get to Know You tag.
Yeah, because there were some really good questions. A lot of them they asked several times, but we were surprised at some of the questions that were asked. Like, they were very, very good.
Yeah. So we narrowed it down to like 10, 12 questions. And let's get started. So our number one question was, how did you meet? Like, how did we meet?
How does everybody in this day and age meet?
So we met on Instagram.
Yes, it really was Instagram, guys.
It was. And we met about 3 and some change.
Yeah, probably.
3 and a couple months ago. 3 years and a couple months. And initially Alex sent me a DM, and I double tapped it just because I was in a situation at the time and I was trying to be respectful. He held the grudge for the next 2 years and
year and a half.
Yeah, year and a half. And yeah, we started messaging. He ignored me the first time I wrote him.
He commented on a picture and I just didn't respond to the comment.
He ignored me. But it's all good. Look at where we are now.
And then it didn't end there. Then he commented on a picture in my story. So, you know, tables reversed, and he was down in my DM after.
I was. And the first thing he said to me was, "Oh, hey, Mr. Double Tap." The first thing he said to me. But here we are now.
Yeah.
Good stuff. The next question.
How long have you been together? So we're in what, September? So we've been together for a year and 2 months. We've been engaged for, this is what, month 9 now? Yeah, we've been engaged for 9 months.
Yeah. How long did you guys talk virtually before you two met physically? Here's another time I got ignored. So I think we...
What does this say, salty?
Oh. Our first conversation was in July. I think it was July 6th or 8th, July 8th. And then I want to say like the first 2 or 3 weeks, we talked a lot. And I really wanted to meet him because this was actually during the pandemic. I actually fly for work, so I did not work last year, so I had nothing but time and flight benefits. So I was like, yeah, let me come see you. And he kind of like played the message.
Guys, in my defense, it was a pandemic. And Jamaica wasn't open until August. So when it is that we were talking about it at first, like at this point, nobody's country was open. So, you know, it's
Except
just
mine.
like,
The United
well,
States
yeah, except
never
the United
closed.
States.
We were ready to
So
party.
I was just like, well, you know, I didn't see it happening. And yeah, I think once it is that we got confirmation that um, Jamaica was going to be open, he was probably on one of the first flights here.
Yeah, and I flew into Mobay, and that's a whole nother video. Like, that was a terrible experience.
That was a lot of stress.
Yeah, but we're here now.
Yeah, and it happened, and it was a great first meeting. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was one of the really good questions. What do you guys value most about your relationship and soon to be marriage?
You first, me.
You go first.
All right. So.
Age before beauty.
Oh. Guys, he's another part of the family member. He won't be up here long, I promise. When did you?
What do
you value about our relationship? Honestly, I value the most is our friendship, because like we said, we met during the pandemic where we were both living in two different countries. I was able to become his friend before his lover, so I value the fact that we were able to hold conversations every day, all day, and still to this day about any and everything. I can come to Alec about anything and not have to feel judged or embarrassed about it. So I really value the fact that my lover is truly my best friend.
Yeah, I mean, just tacking on to what he said, because I think he pretty much summed it up. You know, I've never felt insecure. I feel completely comfortable, 100% myself when it is that I'm around Brian. We have a lot in common, but we're still so different at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So when you hear of people talking the yin to my yang, I think that definitely describes this
situation here.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. When did you guys come out to your families, and what was the response like? You go ahead and take this one.
Okay. All right. So I came out to my family in 2021 and we're in 2021. So I mean, I feel like my sexuality is never something that I've really hidden. It's not something that I felt the need to really comment on for a long time. But when we got engaged in December, I was like, oh crap, all right, so I guess I kind of have to say something now. So I came out to them in January/February of this year, and I kind of dropped all the bombs at them on once. So it was like, oh, so you know my friend Brian, he's a little bit more than a friend. Oh, by the way, this ring, we're actually engaged. Oh, and by the way, I might probably be looking to move at some point soon.
Within a year.
Yeah, that's what I would have to do to get married. So, yeah, I kind of just dropped everything all at once. I think it was well received for the most part. Yeah.
It was a very positive experience dealing with his family, because I felt welcomed immediately. Like, I hadn't even met any of them, and they all welcomed me into the family. Like, some of them had reservations and some things to say, but that's
expected.
Yeah. My story, on the other hand, is a little different. I came out in stages. So my mom found out about me when I was 19.
Guys, keep that year in mind for future. 19. Just remember 19.
Yeah. So 19 was my year. But my mom found out about me then, and that was a very traumatic experience, because I come from a very religious, like Southern Baptist family, and homosexuality is something that is not accepted. So yeah, her and I went through our tough patch for about a good 3 or 4 months, but then she kind of came around, and then life happened, and I kind of flip-flopped. I reverted back, and I think I gave her false hope, and yeah, I started to go back into the closet. So initially, like, babe, I really didn't come out to my family until 2021. And the way I did it, like, my family's not a sit down, have a conversation type. Like, Alec really sat down and talked to his mom and, like, explained everything.
As much as I could.
As much as he could. But my family is not like that. So I just posted our engagement photo, and if I can put it somewhere here, I'll try. I just put it up there with the caption, "If you didn't know, now you do."
And so this would have been June of this year.
Yes, it was June of this year. So my family found out about me in June. Um, I had two of my cousins ride or dies. One of them already knew for years. The other one she knew, but I had never confirmed. And they accepted me. And then actually, her parents were the ones who were very, very supportive. Like they didn't have anything negative to say. It was almost just like, "Oh, okay, that's cool," and just kept it moving. And other parts of my family have not said anything about the whole union. Like they all know I'm getting married. We just had a family reunion and nobody said a word about it. But I would prefer them to not say anything than to say something disrespectful. So yeah, but he met my mom.
Yeah.
It was
Big
a little,
up freedom.
yeah. It was a bit awkward in the first meeting, but the second meeting they were like talking and having baking conversations.
Yeah, and talking about tennis. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I think now we're like very comfortable around each other's families, and that's something I think that's important to both of us moving forward. We kind of actually started answering the next question.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. So the next question was, oh no, we didn't.
Yeah, that was the second.
Oh, what was the response like?
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's fine. He doesn't have his glasses on that he doesn't wear. He doesn't even have them. But yeah, that was not at all the second question. However, we will get into it. Given the typical results from meeting men on social media, when did you know it was worth it? Wow.
That's Who first?
You give me a chance to think about my response.
So I think usually from meeting men on social media, you talk for the first few days, and the first few days it's great, and then all of a sudden you just can't reach them. They all of a sudden seem busy. So yeah, so when it is that we started, like our first conversation was like 8 hours. The next morning I was tired as hell, but I was like, well, I don't want to get my hopes too high. But after the first month, like I was like, this is, really going on well, because we talked every day like that since the first day. When it is that we met each other physically, which was maybe mid-August of the following month, when he left, I was like, I feel like I could do this. I definitely feel like I could do this. This person feels special and different from the rest. So
yeah, I think it was the same. Like I said, the fact that we became friends before lovers it speaks volumes. That first meeting, I kind of knew he was the one when I walked into his room and I had like a gift bag.
I never ever remembered about that.
Yeah, so he got me like all of the Jamaican treats that I had never had.
Yeah, it was like a Jamaican starter pack, because it had a shirt. It had 2 shirts in there.
2 shirts. I had a cap.
Armbands.
Like it was a gift bag that I would get somebody if the roles were reversed. I would do the same thing for him my way. So to know that somebody cared enough about me to kind of almost go out of your way, because you got some of that stuff in different places, in different parishes.
Yeah.
So to know that he went that extra mile to do that for me, it was like, yeah, this is different. I've never ever had somebody to go an extra mile for me in a relationship, ever.
All right, so the next question: have you guys done long distance before, and what did you look for to know you could handle it? Yeah, so I'll start this one. So I have done long distance before. I've done it a few times, but I've definitely been guilty in the past of, forever finding something else that distracts me, whether it be friends, whether it be my own personal goals, or, just having difficulty communicating. I don't think that there's really anything that I could say I would look for to know that I could handle it. As I said, from that first meeting physically, it was just so strong of a connection that I was like, whatever it takes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep this man.
um, me, no, I have not really done long distance. It might have felt like it in the past because the relationship where he felt ignored, I was a new flight attendant. For everybody who doesn't know, you know now. I'm a flight attendant, one of my jobs. But um, I was always gone. However, we lived in the same city, so I don't know if you would consider that long distance, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's still distance. I
Yeah.
guess maybe not long distance.
Yeah, there's
Because-
still some time apart.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, and he, I'm doing it now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Because we've been back and forth for, I mean, the entirety of our relationship. We've tried as best as possible to see each other at least once a month. Not every month we've been successful for
Yeah.
whatever reason or the next. Yeah, but I think that we've done a very good job. We communicate consistently, straight throughout the day, and we see each other virtually, like on FaceTime, every single day that we're not in each other's presence physically. So, I mean, that definitely made it easier. It hasn't been easy, but that made it easier.
For sure.
Okay, so do you guys have a dream vacation?
I don't think we have a dream vacation, but we have places that we want to go.
Yeah, we both love to travel. I mean, he's a flight attendant, so he travels a lot already. And one thing that I like to do, I love culture, and I love to travel too. I love to see new places, have new experiences. So for us, I think it would be kind of hard to choose one place.
Yeah, I know top of my list is Bali. I really want to go there.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind that either.
So I mean, I guess we can make that a honeymoon.
Okay. We'll drop the cash up in the link below.
All right. So the next question: are you guys thinking of having kids? Well, here's the taboo question. All right. So I already have a 10-year-old son. His name is Brian, just like mine. I personally am completely happy with having my one, but you know, you never know what might happen in the future. If Alec wants to have children, then 100% I'm going to support him, and we're going to have a family. We're going to raise the new baby together. But yeah, I have one, and you guys will meet him at some point.
I mean, for us, it has always been a conversation where, you know, we've checked in because feelings can always change. At this point in time, I think we are completely okay just establishing the sense of family that we have now and working on that. So, to be continued.
All right, so next question. Where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years? Living, working, etc. So, in the next 5 years, my view, hopefully, we'll be in our forever home or one of forever homes. Living, I'm not sure. I think it'll be here though.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
5 years. Yeah.
5 years. We're currently in Orlando, Florida. So St. Cloud. So we'll probably stay here for at least the next 5 years. And work, I'm a realtor in addition to being a flight attendant. I'm a realtor and I have a tax business. So I actually really want to grow those to where I probably don't have to fly as much. Just keep the job for the benefits. So that's my work. Oh, and then have Airbnbs together.
Yeah.
We want
if Airbnb is still a thing in 5 years, which I think it will be.
I'm sure it's going to be 10 times bigger than what it is now.
Yeah. Well, for me, living here, currently going through the process of immigration. So this will be my forever home, hopefully wherever it is that he is. In terms of work, my background most recently has been in banking. But coming up here, I think it's an opportunity to explore other interests and other avenues. So I'm not restricted to anything at the moment. I bake on the side as well, and I think that that's something that I definitely want to continue to explore. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. So this is our last question. It was kind of more of a fun question. It's a who is who, and they gave us what 6 or 7 categories to see who we feel is the more of something.
So we're just gonna say it, and then we're just gonna point. We're gonna point to who you think is who.
Okay. So more organized. No.
I'm pointing to you.
Oh, me. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah.
That's pointing to me first.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm organized, but I think where Brian has me beat is time.
Yes, I do.
So I'll give him organized. But we're both, I think,
We're pretty.
yeah, I think both of us have, yeah, we're kind of organized.
Yeah.
When it comes to lists, we're both that kind of person. So the second one, who is the moody one?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say your finger could never be going to
Yeah, I think I'm the more moody one. I've not been moody towards you, have I? Give it to me when. We'll talk about that. I don't think I'm that moody.
No, he's not that moody, but if we had to choose who is the moody one out of the two of us, yeah, like undoubtedly. I think I go based off of your mood. I match your mood. So if I feel like I'm getting it, then I'll just be like, and that's the Scorpio in me, I guess. But
Okay. Well,
who's the chill one? Yeah, that's a weird one. Like he's moody, but he's also the chill one.
I like to get my way, so yeah, that's when the moods kind of kick in. When I feel like I'm not really getting the things that I wanted in a way, that's when the mood kind of.
Okay.
All right, let me shut up.
But yeah, he's definitely the more chill one. He is completely fine, staying home, relaxing. Even if we go out, he loves a chill vibe, relaxing, having drinks. Yeah. And I think that for me, like, I'm coming from a background, like, anybody who parties in the Caribbean, there is nothing chill about us. So,
He's
yeah.
trying to convince me to go to Carnival with him.
Yeah. I just need a beat and
that's it.
Yeah.
See, he about to start dancing now. The planner. Yeah, that's him.
I think that's me.
For sure.
Like, I mean, we've had some experience with that already.
We're planning the wedding?
No, well, not even just that, but yeah, that too. I think both of us, as I said, both of us kind of have that trait.
But he takes the cake because he's gonna write it down.
Yeah, I write lists. I have a book, and I do it the old-fashioned way. I don't use tablets. I don't use phones. Pen and paper, and I have it all stored in a book. Yeah.
The fixer.
I think it's.
I mean, I guess.
No, well, it depends on what you're fixing.
Yeah.
If it's things around the house or anything to do with a car, then
Very limited with cars. Very limited.
then that's Brian. If it's like fixing situations,
Yeah, that's you.
yeah. I mean, I still think that's both of us though.
In our situation,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll take that one.
Security, and the way that I interpret security is if we're out and somebody tries it, who's gonna pop off? It would be me. Yeah, I'm just not one. I've never been one. I'm not a fighter. I'm not Billy Badass. Never been that person. But you're just not gonna try me and me not say anything.
Yeah.
And especially somebody I'm with, like, and that goes for friends, lovers. Like, you can't get away with anything when it comes to me or my loved ones. So yeah, I'm definitely.
Don't try.
I'm the security. The comedian.
Yeah.
So this was. So
No, see what you're saying.
Oh, okay. So the comedian. All right. So the comedian will probably be the two of us in certain situations. Whatever. You can have it.
No, continue.
So around my friends, I think I'm pretty funny,
Yeah, you are.
That doesn't sound convincing.
I'm so serious. You are. You are. He is.
Okay.
But I think if you were to just put us in a random room.
Alec is going to be the one to light the room up.
Yeah.
That's another thing I love about him. I like his independence when it comes to meeting new people. He doesn't have a problem with striking up a conversation with anyone. Yeah. All right, guys. So that actually concludes the Q&A. But if you have more questions that you want to know about us, just comment below.
Shoot us a message, anything.
Whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah. And if you guys like this video, please, how does this go?
I don't know.
Like it, subscribe, share.
Yeah, do all of the things that they tell you to do in all of the YouTube videos. Like, subscribe.
Yeah, it's somewhere down here. Go and look at another YouTube video and hear what they say.
Yeah.
And do it.
We'll
do it for us.
I promise. But thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Yeah, and tell us what you want to hear from us next.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Oh no, you just dropped from the like.